Hey everyone, welcome back to The Space Between. Thank you so much for joining me today. First off, let me just say I'm sorry if you hear noise behind me or that way, that direction. They're doing the lawn out there, leaf blowing, and they're renovating an apartment. So hopefully it doesn't bother you too much. Right now, luckily they're not making a noise, so maybe we can get this done before they start making noise again. So I wanted to talk to you guys about the inspiration behind the new videos that you're seeing, the Vincent van Gogh Starry Night, the Francis Bacon, the self-portrait. When I was reading the other day, I saw that list that you've seen out at the beginning of the video by Goethe. Listen to music, read a poem, see a fine picture, speak a few reasonable words. And this gave me an idea that I could really use this for a new format, a new creation, another experiment, because that's how I'm trying to see this. When I started this back in January, I had paper taped to the wall back there. I got a purple marker and I was writing all my ideas with that marker because to me there's power in that. That's where they first started, the human race first started drawing and writing things around the cave walls, and also as children were told not to write on the wall. So I think it's fun to kind of defy authority because, man, if art and creativity is one thing, it is defying authority, because authority really is, if you think about it, is the authority over all of our lives, which is our mortality. Rage against the dying of the light, right? So when I saw that list, I thought, okay, I can do something like this. I will show people a beautiful picture. I will speak words that I write that are an interpretation of what I see before me. It's not right. The artist could come back from their grave if they happen to have passed away and be like, whoa, you could not be further from what I was trying to do, but that doesn't matter. It's my interpretation. And most importantly, hopefully, if I have something that needs to be said and something that you also want to hear and need to hear and you're hungry for, because that's the way I look at this too. It's kind of like fast food. I'm creating these videos that are only a minute and a half now, so a lot shorter, which is good because we all know our attention spans are being destroyed by our phones and tablets and by becoming living in a digitized existence. So we're no longer really people. We're just inside of these machines. That's for another conversation another time. But hopefully with this, I'm serving up to you fast food, but fast food that really nourishes you and makes you feel alive and moves you. Because I believe no matter who you are, we do want to be moved every day, every single day. That's why we all love so much an incredible movie or book or play or a beautiful piece of art or poetry. When something moves us, we feel transcendence. We feel like we're alive. We feel like we are not of our body anymore, frankly. And so moving forward, I'm going to continue to experiment because that's the way I see this. Since I started in January, and actually it goes back years, I started writing a book. That book inevitably turned into a musical because that is definitely a huge dream of mine. I will write a musical. Well, I wrote the musical. The musical will be done before the end of my life, much sooner than that. But with COVID, I couldn't be working on that. So luckily a friend said, why don't you try YouTube? And of course I know YouTube. YouTube's been around, now a long time for all of us, but I never thought of that. And he was right. It's a great opportunity, if anything, just for me to have a platform for me to express myself, to find a way to be the greatest expression of myself and hopefully connect with people and hopefully contribute to people's lives with what I'm saying and with my ideas and with my heart, as cheesy as that sounds. So I'm doing all these experiments. There's a great quote by Thomas Edison: I have not failed. I have only found 10,000 ways that won't work. And I think we're all in a boat together that that can feel exactly that we're not constantly failing, but we keep trying ways and they're not working, so we just keep going back and experimenting. So moving forward, this isn't going to be the only format. I do Words Only Wednesday, where it's just poems, where it's just written word, just an image, and maybe Throwback Thursdays, where I'll bring an old video in. But I do think this format is getting closer to what it is I'm looking for, what it is I'm trying to create, what it is that I'm wanting to do, like I said, to be a contribution. In my personal opinion, social media doesn't contribute most of the time. It does the exact opposite. Living in this self-absorbed world and living in a world where we constantly just turn the camera on ourselves is actually just keeping us from even experiencing life. It's like having walls and blinders on all the time. So I get the, irony or hypocrisy here, the fact because I'm making videos, but I believe I'm doing something that does create value for people, and that's what I want to do. So hopefully you'll continue to take this journey with me. And it's interesting too, so my lady and I made some t-shirts a couple weeks ago, and I talked about this in another video, but I happen to be wearing that again. So let me show you, see the space between, and down here are mountains and rocks, and you can see this road right there. And what's so cool about this, one, I can't draw to save my life, and I have no interest in drawing whatsoever. I love writing poetry, I love making music, I love performing, choreography, all of those kinds of things, awesome. Drawing, no. So it's amazing that something actually ended up working when I was just freehanding this t-shirt with paint, and we had stencils, but I wasn't even using them. And I keep getting two people, doesn't sound like a lot, but it is, 2 people in 4 or 5 days have asked me about my shirt. And what I think is happening is I don't think it's just about how it looks. I think the energy that went into this shirt when I created it, because I've created this, that's what's coming out. That's what people are being attracted to. They ask me, what does the space between mean? I feel like I've heard that before. And I say, yeah, maybe it was in a book, or maybe it is a title of a book or a song. But honestly, the space between came from a song I wrote back in college. And I just knew once I was creating this, and after writing the musical, that those words were going to be something. So I really hope you guys continue to take this journey with me. It will be fun. It won't just be the same thing from here on out. I'm going to continue to fine tune this work of art, this creation, because I want it to be something that, like I said, that makes you feel alive, that feeds and nourishes your soul, that makes you think, that makes you feel connected to me, and that gives you that feeling that we all long for every day, which is that kind of transcendence out of our body experience, where we can, for a moment in time, stop thinking about, the sad things in our life, or what inevitably, unfortunately, waits all of us and our friends. And I don't mean I'm not trying to be a downer, but that's what creativity is. It is the exact opposite of death, or something that's final. And in my opinion, it's circular, so it will just start all over again. And I hope you believe that, but I'm not here to ask you what you believe or tell you what to believe. All I know is I know nothing. These are things I choose to believe. So thank you guys so much for your time today. And please, I would love to hear your comments, what I can be doing better, what it is that you want to see. I came up, with this new format with the picture and the song and the poem and the spoken words, underneath it. And I will continue to be adding more of my music. And my lady is a fantastic dancer and choreographer herself. So, I will definitely be, hopefully, bringing her into this as well, so we can create something really magical. That's what I'm after. Something magical. So please, any comments would be greatly appreciated. Thank you so much for your time Thank you so much for your time today, guys. And let's just keep pushing forward. Have a great rest of your day. Take care. Bye.